Here's the latest update or flip through of my Fauxdori journal. Got a few more pages done, so I thought we'd take a look. So you can see I've already got my March tab out. It's here. This year is going by so quickly, I can't even believe it. So let's take a look inside. So as I recall, we left off on these pages. So my next page is called An Unexpected House Guest. That was February 16th. And we had a friend who had a stopover here in Toronto on his flight to Asia. And he was supposed to stay in a hotel. There was some issues with the airline. So he ended up staying with us, is the short version. So I just journaled about that. And the way I did this page, I used my watercolors. And I used this stuff. I saw a tutorial online to show me how to do this. And it's called Artist Masking Fluid. And what you do is you draw on your design. So in this case, I drew these letters on. And then you watercolor around it. And then you just rub it off. And it's white underneath. So that's how I did the title. And then I just did like a really saturated color wash here. And then I just did a lighter color wash here where I wanted to journal. And I just went over twice on some of the important words. Just to make them stand out a little bit more. My friend left his luggage tag here, so I just stuck that on the page because it just has our city on it. And that's pretty much all there is to that one. The next one is called The Moon Had Some Company Last Night. I don't know if you remember on February 21st, Mars, Venus, and the moon all lined up. So I tried to take a picture, and my camera was not strong enough. So what I did is I just went online and found someone else's picture, and I just photoshopped it to move the Venus where it was from my perspective. So it's not my photo, but it truly reflects my memory. So I felt pretty good about it. To do the background on this one, what I did is I didn't have any black watercolors, so I used my Tim Holtz Distress ink, my black soot, and I just edged the whole way around. And then I just put some purple and blue, although I kind of covered up the purple with this photo, in the center. And then I just water washed the whole thing to blend it all together. And then I used a toothbrush to flick some gesso to give me the stars, the little white specks. These were some printable images, some digital downloads I found online, and I just colored them in with my markers and just printed out my captions. So I really like that page. The next page is called Found Money. I found $50 on the floor in my apartment building. I tried to return it to the owner. I left a sign. Nobody claimed it. So after a week, I said, okay, I guess I'll keep it. So this one I did a lot of washi tape on this one. So I broke down and I bought the stickers that everybody's been talking about on their videos. I just walked over to grab them. And I think everybody's got these by now. They're these masking sticker sets that you get on Amazon for like $2. Or maybe I got it off eBay. I can't remember. You got it off eBay. And you just get these little sheets of masking tape, and they have stripes. You can see there where I pulled out some of the stripes and the dots for this page. I ordered another one too, actually. These ones are called Polaroid film skins, and I use those in the book too, so I'll show you those when we get to them. Yeah, so I just used that masking tape here, some of my regular washi tape. I've got these gold sticker borders that I got at Dessert, so I just put one of those down the side, and it's got some shine to it. These were the stickers from my my die cuts with a view sticker sheet, and these I think were some Martha Stewart alphas. So it's a pretty simple page. The next one's called I Finally Beat Zelda, The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. I started playing this game in, I think, January, like at the start of the year, and I finally finished it, so I thought I warranted a page. I just printed the logo for the game off the interwebs, and I cut this out of the booklet that came with the game. This is a Teresa Collins border, and this is also cut from a Teresa Collins border, and they're both from the I think it's called He Said She Said border set. There's a Heidi Swap arrow there because Link has a bow and arrow. And this is some Little Bee washi tape, and then this is just the same black one that's on this side. I thought I might pull it together a little bit. And my caption, it only took me 75 hours, is of course facetious. It took such a long time. This page got so warped from the matte medium. I tried smushing it between books, but it's still a little wonky. The next one is, looks like February 27th. My husband and I, we went on a double date, so at a restaurant called Pearl Diver. And for this page, what I did is I just started by putting some pattern paper in the middle of the page because I just wanted to break it up. And this is another one of those Teresa Collins borders, this black and white piece. And then the parts that I punched out, I just glued those down on the page. I made a tag out of black cardstock, and I just did some hand lettering for my title. This I printed off the website of the restaurant, and that's pretty much all there is to that page. And a photo. The photo is, it was so dark. I lightened it up as best I could, but it's not perfect. And those are my Kaiser Craft stamps that I used here to do the date down at the bottom. The next page is called Winter Weekend Walk, and that was some hand lettering that I did, and I think it turned out really cool. I copied the idea for the W off the internet. Like, I just Googled hand lettered W until I found one I liked, and then I copied it into my book, and then just drew in my words. And then I colored them in using my new Faber-Castell watercolor pencils. These are on sale at DeSerres right now. They have a 12 pack, a 24 pack, and like a jumbo pack. I don't know. This one was the 24 pack that I got, and it's $13 right now. So I know they're not as like bold and strong as the Inktense pencils, but the colors were really pretty, and I'm having a lot of fun with them so far. Pretty cool. So yeah, my husband and I, we went for a long walk on the weekend, and I just took a picture of some of the places we went to. We went to the Bulk Barn, we went to Five Guys, the Amsterdam Brewery, stuck it down with some washi tape. And the way I did the background for this is I just used my Concord, Dusty Concord Distress ink to do the edges, and then I also stenciled, I used a color box stencil to just stencil some swirls on the page. And I also used this little journaling spot. That's from a Smash Pad, and I just put Dusty Concord around the edges of that one as well. So when we went to the bulk store, we went for a specific item. We came home with bags and bags of candy. So I wanted to make a list of all the candies we got, and then just some anecdotes about some people that we helped along our walk, because it was a long walk. We saw a lot of people, and just lots of journaling. Really fun day with my husband. These are basic gray stickers. They're from the same Grand Bazaar sheet I've been using the whole way through. Next up is just kind of a reminder of how good I've been, or how well I should say, I've done with my weight loss. It only took 1 month to lose all of the weight I gained last year, and I should do this every year. I want this to remind me that it is so easy to do this as long as you dedicate yourself and you stay on top of it. So I don't want to forget that, so that's why I wrote this in. So I just wrote it in with markers. I sketched it in pencil first to make sure it all fit properly, and then I just drew around the border of the letters with my Sakura Micron black pen that I use for everything. So yeah, I did keep up to date for the most part on my weight loss page back here. I lost 7.4 pounds for the month, so that was really exciting. I didn't fill in all my workouts. I have to kind of go back and fill those ones in. I forget exactly how much I did on those days, but for the most part, I kept up to date with it. So that was pretty cool. And then this last page, it was just sort of a play on my first page of the month. This was my first page. I said February started with, and I said what it started with. And so I decided to end the month with February ended with. And we were watching the UFC fights on the end of February 28th, and at about 20-12, Ronda Rousey broke the record for the fastest UFC title win ever. It was the most amazing fight I think I've probably ever seen. I've been watching the UFC a long time. So I did the same exact style of hand lettering that I did here. I used the same washi tapes. I just put them on the top instead of the side. And then I just cut out the little poster from the fight. This is a Heidi Swapp sticker, and I just kind of penned in some little tiny stars to give it a little more detail. And then I just cut these out of, I think they're from the Teresa Collins Memorabilia 6x6 stack, and this came from that as well. And that's just a paper pad. I made an album out of it a few months ago, and I just have some scraps left over. And I think they actually are going to work well in my Midori, so I'm going to try to use them up in this book. So just like a little, I don't know what you call it, a little title tag that came with the paper pad. And that's the end of February. So I have one page done in March. And it says, I can't believe it's March already. So for this page, I put my same tab from my Heidi Swapp album that I've been putting every month. And I sprayed it with my Heidi Swapp Color Shine spray in this kind of lime green, because green is going to be the theme of the month because it's St. Patrick's month. I just laid down some pink washi tape, and then on top of that is this gold foil washi tape. I don't know if you can see how it shines. And that's Smashbook brand of washi tape, and I just love it. It's one of my favorite tapes. These gold circles, they come from the same sheet. They have foil shine to them too, if you can see it. They came from the same sheet as this one here. And then I just cut the word March out of a calendar sheet I had, used some black marker. These black stickers, they came from a sheet I got at the dollar store. And then these pink plaid backs, like these mats that I put down, those are these Polaroid film skins. So I got these stickers from the same seller that sold me the other masking tape stickers, and they come in all different colors as well. These ones are more of like pastel colors. But what I like about them is they have 3 different stickers. The first one is, I'll just take this one apart so you can see, it's like a Polaroid center, right? So that comes right off. Maybe I shouldn't have picked the lightest one to show you, eh? Let's do a different one. Let's try this one. So it has the Polaroid center, so you could use that as a frame as you want. And I used the larger Polaroid frame for this one. I used the small center for this one. And then if you want to, you can even use this tiny, tiny border as a skinny, large frame. So these were really cool as well. So if you still don't have these masking stickers, although it seems like everybody has them, I'd say grab these ones at the same time. They have a bit of a smell, but other than that, they're pretty cool. So that's as far as, actually no, I've got a few more things to show you in this book. So I've got, my pocket is filled now with all my March stuff. So I've got my green masking tape stickers, these other green sticker sheets. I've got journaling cards, and these again are from my Project Life Holidays collection. I forget what it's called. And some really nice rich greens in there too. So I've got green journaling cards. I'd be surprised if I can get through all of these. There's a lot of them. Then the other thing is I watched Pocketful of Vintage's video. She was saying everybody should go grab a plastic page protector and make a photo holder. So that's what I did. This is just made out of an 8.5 by 11 page protector that I just kind of trimmed the top off and folded it in half to fit in my book. I don't really have photos in it yet because I'm just going to fill it in as I go. So I just put journaling cards in as placeholders for now, but it holds 2 2x2 cards, 2 3x4 cards here, and then the same thing on this side, and I haven't put anything in there. I just put cardstock in there to help it keep its form. And these are just my folder in the middle. I did this page. I had this nice picture of me and my husband I wanted to use, and then John Frieda has this advertising campaign that says me and John. I was like, oh, that's me and my husband. So I cut it out and I just put it on a piece of duct tape or washi tape and stuck that in the top of this page. And then on the back again, it's 2 2x2s and a 4x6. Oh, and I've got my die cuts for the View St. Patrick's stickers in there to use for this month. Yeah, so that's where we're at so far. This book is like almost full. I think we'll do one more video on this book and it'll be done. So I hope everybody else's Midoris are going well. Thanks so much for watching the video.